tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
They ask me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring.
With the season approaching its final stretch, the manager calls for heightened focus from his players.
Jay Anthony comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
James Anthony.
Digging in once again, Boone Devine. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Boone Devine.
He's set. Here it comes. Breaking ball's in for a strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. McCord coming on, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Pagan. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the ninth. Digging in and looking for more, Esteban Rodriguez. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. set. Here's the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. The Rough Riders jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Terry Conforti gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Jay Anthony wraps it up for the save, his 25th of the year. Anthony is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
James Anthony.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Chavez. He singled his last time up. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Aponte, a runner at second with 1 away. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box. Divine, weak grounder back to the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. San Antonio's out in front, 4-2.
I expect this series to be a battle. So to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Missions used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. James McGinnis earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Jay Britt earns the save out of the bullpen, his 29th of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. Jay Anthony takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
James Anthony.
Digging in to try it again, J.J. Harrell. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The 0-1 pitch. A high fastball is in there. The 0-2 home. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Popped up. Kenny is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, John Worley. He singled his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And it's fouled away. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, Calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Douglas Fox.
Into the box now, Douglas Fox, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Rough Riders jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Benito Campos gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Jonathan Dennis couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. Jay Anthony hammers down the save, his 26th. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. Jay Anthony enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings.
Anthony.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bradford McGraw. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner.
0-2.
Here it comes, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Matt Grantham.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
The batter, number 00.
Now he'll step off.
Hitter, J.J. Harrell.
Stepping in now, J.J. Harrell. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Breaking ball in for a strike. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. Ryan Kuba claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jay Anthony retires the side to hammer down the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Jay Anthony is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here.
Anthony.
Kicking off the top of the 9th, Robbie Green, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. No balls and a strike to count. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now, Vaughn Sherman. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swing. Nothing across here this half of the inning. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. The Hooks are out in front here, 3-2. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Corpus Christi Hooks took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Christopher Spear earns his third win of the Jay Anthony takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Striding in to start the ninth, Dave Paxton, and they'll need him to get something going here. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pena is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Behind 0-2 now. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are two away now. Ready once again, Vincent Young. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. And this is taken outside for ball one. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Bases are empty here with two men out. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Popped him up. Centeno waits on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, the tone was set for this game from the very first inning. They came out absolutely banging the ball around and took that great start to another notch in the win column.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Frisco, Number 99.
Stepping into the box, Brian De La Rosa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Leading off for the Nationals.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2.
Hey, straight up.
Popped up. Guerrero on the move. He's there and records the first out. Now to the plate, Ellis Gutierrez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Guerrero backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Standing in, Warner McCauley. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Behind 0-2 now. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's a sweet win, especially on the road. They took the lead in the top of the 13th and held on to it in the bottom to secure this win.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. Frisco crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Ryan Kuba gets the win in relief.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Freddie Fletcher. He singled his last time up.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Popped him up. Kenny is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Thomas Valentin. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Rounded down the third baseline. Hit to scooped up on the backhand. And this throw gets away from him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be. That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Ward McMillian becomes out number 2 this inning.
Richard Ogle.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, seeing nothing. You're seeing faith.
And the runner back in standing. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Frisco used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Terry Conforti earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jay Anthony closes the door for the save, his 29th of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to The Show Nation. Jay Anthony comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 99.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Doug Bond, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Parrish has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. Stepping up now, Matt Villarreal. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. No balls and 1 strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Matt Villarreal is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Hit high in the air down the right field line. Parrish is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Excellent work putting the finishing touches on this one. Picking up save number 30 now on the year. Nice job from him.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Rough Riders led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Austin Bivens-Dirks earns his 6th win. Jay Anthony takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 99, Jay Anthony.
Leading off the inning, Matt Villarreal, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Way out in front.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
The batter, catcher, Benito Soriano.
Standing in now, Benito Soriano. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
2 strikes.
Fouled away. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Frisco took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Samuel Urban earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Joey Calhoun. Jay Anthony comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. So here's the cleanup hitter, Richard Ogle. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
0-1 the count. Strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box, Ellis Gutierrez, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Frisco rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Enrique Liriano wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Jay Anthony strikes out the side to record the save, his 32nd of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight for Mark.
A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series.
Jay Anthony takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Jay
Ready for another shot now, Luis Oliveros. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball. Strike 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Rios is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
And that's save number 33 on the season for him, matching my career best for a season. The difference is he still has a chance to notch number 34. Another nice outing from him.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Rough Riders took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Enrique Liriano earns his team leading 11th win. Kyle Lloyd couldn't escape the 4th inning as he slapped with the loss. Jay Anthony records the save, his 33rd of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Jay Anthony enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Reed. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. At the knees, strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Riggin. He's got it one away. Ready once again, Manuel Castro. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Anthony, a California-born ball player. He throws a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, and a 2-seam fastball. So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Manuel Castro goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
2 out, nobody on. Called strike 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The Hooks lead it 7-1.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting.
Jay Anthony comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 99.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Robbie Green, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Robbie Green.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
He froze him on the fastball there. Robbie Green becomes the first out of the inning. Late that time for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets fouled. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Digging in and looking for more, Vaughn Sherman. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 0-1, here it comes. Popped him up. Sanchez is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Frisco Rough Riders put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Julian Rivera claims the win out of the pen, his first.
Entering the last series of the season, this team's situation is precarious, but not without hope. An unexpected turn. And just like that, a player must pull up roots and move on to the next destination. A benevolent advisor gives a painful but well thought out notice of resignation to a player that has been like a son to him. The caring mentor will not leave his post to just anyone. He's given careful thought to the question of whom his successor might be. The former coach and longtime father figure will step back from the field of play. In this game, change can come swiftly and unannounced. Some players take it better than others, but unexpected trades are a fact of the game. This player will make the best of his new situation. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will inject, but the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
Jay Anthony has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
James Anthony.
Digging in once again, Steve Story. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Digging in, Johan Chavez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Ball one.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Digging in to try it again, Russell Siger. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Barons are out in front here. Fernando Cortez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Birmingham Barons used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jay Anthony has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Leading off the inning, Agustin Guardado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Spanos sprinting after it, lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. No, the call is that he trapped it.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Anthony Guy comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is that they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to come